Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back, Gambler part. We're gonna be on Act 2. This is Normal Source D2R Season 3. We're gonna jump into it. The last time that you guys saw me, we are heading into Act 2. We started a new source. I actually played just a little bit after that first recording. We ended up going into Act 2. And part of Act 2 is going down into the sewers. So I ended up going down into the sewers. Let's check. Let's see if it's even in the quest log. Yeah, so we already did. Went down the sewers, found sewers level 2, and finished this quest. And I messed up so bad. But I don't want to invest to redo my skills. So I'll just out myself. So our skill tree, I ended up accidentally putting a second point into frozen armor. But you guys can see the character is level 17. We got 13 points in charged bolt. And we are rocking 2 points in frozen armor. There's a huge mistake. I messed up. I don't misclick, whatever you want to call it. But it's not worth spending my skill reset to fix this. So we're just going to have to kind of roll with it. So looking at the character. So last time we left off, I had this in my inventory. So when you guys can see the last video on Act 1, when we killed Andariel, we got a shield. And the shield was actually amazing. Okay. So when you guys are playing through this in the Act 1, when you go to talk to Akara, she only sells two-handed staffs. But as you're playing through the game, you're going to run into eagle orbs, all these one-handed orbs that are going to have certain affixes on them. So if this one-hander had +1, +2, +3 to charged bolt, like this two-hander has, so this says +2 to charged bolt, this one-hander would be amazing. So as we play through on the next few acts, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for more eagle orbs and trying to find something that's useful for us. But if you look at this shield, it has the rainbow affix on it, meaning it has all the resistances on it, plus it has really heavy on 1. So you can see this. It has 14 fire resistance on it. It has 4 of the others. It's just an amazing, and that 10% chance to cast a level 3 charged bolt is amazing. If this was Frost Nova, 10% chance to be Frost Nova, this thing would be even more insane. But we're going to jump into this. So, since the last time we played, I ended up just going up here and talking to Grease, and we actually got our Act 2 Merc. So I ended up choosing the Merc that has prayer on it, which it slowly regens our health and his health. There's one that's offensive, one that's defensive, and then one that's we could actually look. Let's look. So when you talk to Grease and you go to higher, there is prayer. Oh, there's one blessed aim. Okay, so one's for a ranged buff, one's for offensive buff, and one's for a defensive buff. So I ended up picking the one that kind of heals your party, kind of more of a defensive buff. So I ended up picking that one. And we're going to jump into this. So, and then the item that he's using, this was the chest piece that I had on my guy before I put stealth on. So we're rocking stealth. We're rocking the 17 cold res chest that I was wearing. And then we had this pole arm in our bank that we had found. So a headpiece that we had found, and a pole arm that we had found. So our goal for this act is to keep an eye out for a better pole arm, try to find a better one-handed staff for our source, and obviously any other gear, but the super critical ones. Oh, and you guys aren't gonna believe me, but I ended up getting a ring. So I was down in the sewers, 10% faster cast rate and 16 cold res. This is exactly what we're looking for. Items that have resistances on them and faster cast rate. The most insane goal for at least the next getting through normal, if we can find a circlet that has +10 or +20 FCR on it, That would be huge. On our last playthrough on Season 1, we found a circlet just like that had a ton of, had the 20% FCR. So the first breakpoint, I'm going to ramble as we go. You know, I did grind on some of these scarabs, so I know I'm rambling here a little bit. But basically, some of the goals for this episode is we're going to be leveling our guy up. And in one level, so we're three bubbles into level 17. At 18, we get teleport, which is just gonna make this just so much faster getting through these acts. But at the same time, like, this isn't a race. Like, I don't want this to feel like we're in a race here, playing through this. I want to enjoy just chatting with you guys and playing through this and just seeing what we can find. And I don't know, just slowing down a little bit and enjoying this. So, like I said, if we can, our goal is maybe finding a headpiece that has FCR on it, another ring that has FCR, and we've already got, so we got 25% faster cast rate on our chest. We're at 35%. If we can find one more ring that has FCR on it, that will get us to our first breakpoint. So, if you guys are kind of new to this experience and you're trying to understand what I'm talking about, faster cast rate. Yeah, that's nice. Should I pick this up? So what I saw here is this Volog. So 6 to 21, and this is 1 to 27. 6 to 21, and it's 3 sockets, huh? We're gonna go like this. I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay, this is probably gonna be a huge waste, but I really don't care. We're gonna find a lot more gems. I'm not worried about gems at all. But we're gonna actually do this. So our Merc is level 15. And so we've got 2 of these raw runes. So we got raw runes and we have a topaz, which is 1 to 22 lightning. So 22 plus 30 plus 30 is 82 damage. 3 to 82 damage. And if you guys can see this, so our damage on, you guys can't see this on the screen, but the damage on this item we already have is 25 to 82. Okay. So 25 to 82. Let's take it off. So his base is 31. So 31
that to good use.
Plus 21 is 52. And then 82. We're going to be able to 130. So just by us waiting until our Merc hits level 19, we're going to hold on to this 3 socket Volog, and then we're going to see if we can find something that's better. If we can't find anything that's better before our Merc hits level 19, we'll use this and socket it. So the big goal, obviously, for you guys that are new, is making insight. Okay, so one of the most critical and first things you want to work. So these Act 2 Mercs use pole arms. So being able to make insight in a pole arm and give it to your Merc is another thing that we need to be paying attention and looking for. Insight is an amazing rune word that really helps get your Merc like borderline, sets your Merc up for at least getting through Nightmare and then starting to work into Hell. So Insight is just amazing. It helps especially with casters because Insight helps you regen mana. It's just an amazing aura that it gives, meditation, that Insight gives, especially for casters. And it's Insight is perfect for what we're trying to do. So I've got to get used to it. I haven't recorded in a while. I don't need to be ducking down. I turned my sensitivity up on my mic just a little bit, so I shouldn't be having to duck down. I'm gonna try to correct my posture a little bit. I was watching the first episode of this. I'm getting used to recording again. It's been a while, so it's gonna take a little time. But we can start working on this. So one of the first quests, not first quest, going down the sewers is the first quest, but this, we need to find Halls of the Dead is the first area. We're going to go get our cube. So we go get our cube first. And this is another thing I was trying to elaborate this on earlier. I'm just rambling too much. But Act 2, these beetles are amazing. Some of you guys try to stay away from beetles, especially if somehow you're playing a melee class. But these beetles are like, just, they give so much XP. If you're coming out to Act 2, you're level 12, level 13, the beetles really, really help you catch up on XP. You might get they might 2 or 3 shot you, especially if you're melee. But if you're a source, holy smokes, like these those beetles are something else. I don't think a trident is a spear, not a. We'll still look at it, but I'll just show you guys. So this is, see, it's a spear class. Mercs cannot use spears. They can only... Oh, I take that back. They can. Okay, never mind. That's my fault. So we can. What am I trying to... Oh, okay, so that's the main point. So there's... Not trying to make this too complicated for you guys. We're just trying to chill here and have a good time. But the things that I'm... Like I said, the things that I'm looking for... If I can find a base for insight, so spears or pole arms that we can put that have 4 sockets, that's what we're trying to find. We need to keep an eye out for that for our insight. And then we're in Dry Hills right now. We need to find Halls of the Dead, and then we just need to take it easy. I need to take it easy. I need to start clearing these areas too. It's funny. Oh, this is great. Nice monster pack right here. Hopefully it drops a stam potion. This guy, come on. One thing I forgot is buy some stam potions. We're right there with almost hitting teleport range. But we're still dependent on walking around until we have teleport. And then it's just nice to just carry 1 or 2 around just in case. And the other thing, oh, that's what happened down in the sewers. So I ended up finding... Let me explain this. So part of trying to find bases for your gear. So what I'm trying to explain to you guys is the other thing. So look at this. This is a perfect, right here. We're already talking about it. So bases. We got a white Volug right here, okay? So you guys can go take the time and pause this video and go look up D2R and look up spears and pole arms. And what happens is, like, this item has a max amount of sockets that it can roll. So let's say this item drops, this Volog drops. It can roll between, if it is socketed, so it drops as gray, it can roll between 0, well, obviously 1 and 4 sockets. Okay, so our insight, like this item right here. So this item rolled 2 sockets, but maybe Hunter's Bow can roll up to 3. So when this item dropped, it could have between 1 and 3 sockets. Just like this one dropped as a white base. A white base means that you can use the Imbue quest on it from Charcy, or in Act 5, the first or second quest in Act 5, it's a free socket quest, and what the socket quest does is it gives you the max amount of sockets an item can roll. So with this pole arm, can roll up to 4 sockets when you use a socket quest on this. It gives you a guaranteed 4 socket base. And then you can use this item, you do the socket quest with it, and then now you have a base for insight. So I'm actually going to hold on to this base because I think Volog can roll up to 4. So that might actually have been just a massive find right there. So we're actually going to do this since we need some stand potions. And I'm going to go put this base back. I'm going to show you guys the other base that I found. So with that same concept or same idea in mind, we're going to put the Volog away. And you guys can see right here, we found a crystal sword in the sewers. No, I take that back. It was when I was grinding on some scarabs last night. So we found a crystal sword in the dry hills. And I need to look it up. This might roll 4 sockets. And what the crystal sword can roll is 4 sockets on this crystal sword. And if that's the case, that means that this can be a base for spirit. So the first kind of weapon that you're looking for for a sorceress is, look there, you guys can go look up the rune word spirit, and you can put spirit into either a shield or into a weapon. So crystal sword's used for it, a flail is used for it, and a monarch shield is used for spirit. So you guys can go, I know that's a lot to kind of take in, but these are the things that you guys need to be looking at and thinking about when you start leveling up, especially. So let me elaborate a little bit more on this. So on my last video, what I was saying is, if this is your first tune, so this is a new ladder season, you have no care. When ladder resets, everything is wiped out. Everybody starts brand new. So your first ladder character, I always make a source. So if I know I'm going to be playing, I make a source because it's going to allow me to just run through the game faster, especially playing as solo. And it's just how I like to play the game. But I know I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to start getting this kicked off. So that's all my ramblings for now. Okay. So you guys kind of understand what I'm looking for. And now so we're going to jump into this. So we're looking for the Halls of the Dead. Is what the main focus is here. Should be somewhere out here in this area. That first step is getting our cube. So it should be, we should just run almost right into it. We've almost cleared this entire area. Oh, it's right there. See it? We already saw it. I just didn't. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. Got to be close. It's got to be like right over here. I think this is actually a dead giveaway. So you see this kind of city here. I'm pretty sure that is attached to or generates with the next area. You see that? So you got this little city right here. That's kind of a dead giveaway for the next zone. So at least, I mean, I've been around these maps, at least Dry Hills, long enough to notice that. So, and the reason why I know that is because the Dry Hills is where not only you can see the Halls of the Dead is, but when you guys have capped out your tune, like you've hit in hell, you've finished the game, you've got your torch and all that stuff. The Halls of the Dead, when you're in hell mode, is a level 85 area where you can just grind, and you get access to pretty much every single item in the game. Level 85 areas can drop any item in the game. So they're just areas that you can just get really used to and get a routine and just grind. I did that on season 1. and you guys can possibly go check those out if you want. I did halls with a Frost Nova source, which was really fun. You hit the 105 FCR, you've got, you know, coal, you've got, you know, you're just coming in here blasting basically and just doing nothing but cold Nova. And it just super fun build that I tried. I think I ended up running like a couple hundred of these, like 400 or 500 runs of actually need to be looking out for this too.
I need mana. I need mana.
Yeah, not just thinking about this. I've been away from the game for a while. We really do need our insight. Getting even a level 13 meditation is going to help us with our mana problems so much. And so that probably should be my focus more than anything. I wonder if you wands. I think this is, yeah, wands are necromancy stuff. So with the Halls of the Dead, you're looking for level 2, which we just found it. And then this is where we get our cube.
Not enough mana.
Hit you guys with a ton of information there. That's my fault. Just, it's more of me talking out loud just to kind of remind myself as well. So here's an eagle orb. Was exactly what we were looking for in terms of trying to find a better... Oh, come on, don't kill my merc. That wasn't very nice.
Not enough mana.
How's this guy regenning?
I need mana.
This guy was... We gotta go back to town anyways. That wasn't very nice. Killed my merc. We're gonna look at this eagle orb. So this one has nothing on it. But that's okay. We can go and sell that.
Good day.
They're out of bags. We got a bunch of crap in here that we don't necessarily need.
Welcome to my shop.
So... Oh, and then we got to get our guy back. So Halls of the Dead.
Need some help?
That's the other thing. Like, this is just a huge process. Not only that, we need to find a better chest piece for the merc.
Not enough mana.
And possibly, not necessarily a base for insight, but we need to find... if we can somehow get a unique polearm, or spike that has leech on it, would be great too. Leech meaning, like, any damage that the polearm does gives life back to the merc. So like 5%, 6%, 7% life steal would be really, really good too. Yeah, merc isn't doing as much damage. It's taking him too long to nuke these guys down. We need to, like I said, we need to either we're gonna find a better polearm, or we're gonna make one when he hits level 19. Right now he's level 16. So just a lot of things to pay attention to. I try to say this stuff out loud so you guys kind of get the same in the same spot I'm in. So we're looking for a 4-socket pole armor spear, a 3-socket crystal sword or shield,
Not enough mana.
possibly a rare or unique pole arm that has leech on it for our merc, and then just a better chest piece for sure. And then a ring
I need mana.
or possibly mage fist for my mage to hit that. That 45% faster cast rate would be huge.
Not enough mana.
That'll make us teleport faster. It'll make us cast our spells faster. And just in the back of my head, other things that I'm thinking about. So, not only was my main focus for playing DTR or D2R to get my source, but I really want to play an assassin. So, a martial arts assassin. So that's going to be my next. I'm gonna be looking for items that are going to help me level my sword or my assassin.
Not enough mana.
So that's just another layer of this. We're going to put points into strength. And the reason why... I mean, we're going to be able to do our reset, but we might... Oh, so we got teleport. Okay. This is huge. Okay. So now we got teleport.
Not enough mana.
Didn't mean to teleport into that mess, but...
Not enough mana.
That was pretty good, actually. Look, there's a Volog. Holy smokes. What are these drops? That was pretty...
I am overburdened.
That one pretty good, actually. We got 1 socket Volog. The problem with finding... Once an item's socketed, there's no more... You can't resocket it. Or I take that back. There might be a way to re-roll and get more socket. I can't remember, actually. You guys got I got to go look that up before I go on the record saying that. But we got an amulet here. So it has... Wow. Strength, energy, fire res. Wow, that thing's awesome. So 10 fire res. This has... Or 10 lightning. This has fire. You guys can see that's a pretty good amulet. 4 strength, 6 energy. That gives us so much more mana. So I take this off. Gives us 12 more mana. And a ton more gold. 12% damage taken goes to mana. Pretty good. So let's do this. And obviously the thing we're looking for is Roderick Cube. So now we got our cube. And we can get the hell out. We can get the heck out of here. We're gonna go back to town. So part of when I played a little bit last night was... First of all, we're gonna put this away. We can identify this. Sell some stuff real quick.
How may I help you?
There's nothing the right portion can't cure.
We just always have to do this, unfortunately. Especially playing a source. And now we have teleport, which is huge. So kind of hit teleport at the right time because the next step on making the Herodric staff for Act 2 is going into the maggot layer. So I was just saying, part of when I played last night, I was wandering around killing scarabs. I wanted to hit level 17 so I could wear stealth. which was this. Requires level 17. And part of that was I ended up running all the way out here to the far oasis. Hey, this is what we're looking for. We got Maggot Layer here. So one of the OP things, especially about
Not enough mana.
the source, is teleport in the Maggot Layer. Like I had talked earlier on this episode and on last episode, melee classes have an extremely difficult time, and this is one of those areas where being a barb or a pretty much any melee class, this area is brutal. Okay, not having any access to any gear and having to come into the Maggot Layer is probably one of the roughest things you can be faced with.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
Because look at this. If you don't have teleport, like you're not playing a source, this area is just extremely difficult to get through. Oh, super spicy room. You can see how fat, but having teleport, like right on cue, having access to it, just saves us a ton of time.
I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
Brand of stock, huh? So 7 to 17. So this has, so like let's say, like just what we were talking about, knockback is terrible. You never want knockback on, especially your Merc's item. But let's say this roll didn't have knockback on it, but instead of this having 4% mana stolen, it had 4% health stolen. I mean, this thing is garbage. 7 to 18 is terrible. But I'm just showing you guys what we're looking for. So if that, you can get 4% life stolen, would be huge. So we're going to throw that on the ground. We really don't care about that. And we will get the Staff of Kings. So we're done with the far away, which, you know what? Actually, let's just go like this. So we're going to go back to town. We're going to throw the staff into our inventory here. Put it right in our cube. And now we need to go find the Claw Viper Temple, which is the next step. Do this.
Greetings.
Cool. We will continue. We're actually not going to go that way. So we're going to come back out here. Instead of having to teleport back through the Maggot Layer, we're just going to go back to the far oasis. And now we have access to teleport. So in this stage of the game, we don't have a huge mana pool. Plus, it might just be more realistic for us to just run through a little bit and kill stuff. You guys can see, and like I was talking about, these scarabs give a ton of XP. Not that we necessarily, I mean, we always need XP, but if we want to kind of speed through this, we could just load up on mana potions and teleport. Did we miss? Yes, we missed it, huh?
Not enough mana.
The cool thing about teleport, if you guys are new enough and coming, somebody that plays Source, your teleport resets the location of your merc. Not only does it do you, but repositioning your merc is literally like 100% of the strength of teleport. Teleport, yes, it 70% of it is getting through the game way faster, but the repositioning of your merc and putting your merc in front of you or getting them out of a fix, like if they have curse, somehow they got curse on them and you don't want them to die, you're trying to, you know, give them some potions while they're trying to get their life back, and instead of like having them die every 2 seconds, repositioning the merc is just
I need mana.
is just so vital.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
So there's a smoked sphere.
I need mana.
So you can see when your merc gets caught behind stuff or really bad pathing, and like what we're doing right now, which I need your merc is your meat shield. If you die, your merc dies too. But if your merc dies, at least you can escape and go res him. We're gonna look at this smoke sphere as 1 to Nova. We'll just hold on to it for gold and sell it. But every single staff that's at least a one-hander, eagle orb, smoke staffs, all that, those are one-handed staffs. We're gonna be picking those up and looking at them, see if they have charge bolt on them. So right now we're just we're in Lost City. We're trying to find Claw Viper. So this is great. The waypoint, finding that's huge. Hopefully it's right here. I should have probably actually taken that. Oh. And what's interesting and people don't realize is the Claw Viper area or city is not that big, so it can actually technically just be tucked away somewhere really small.
Not enough mana.
We're gonna go back to town and grab a bunch of mana potions. Just a little bit. There we go. All right, there we go.
Good evening.
Trade this 1,000. Not garbage. Don't need it. Okay, cool.
Not enough mana.
Like I said, repositioning your merc. I want him to die. Man, we literally went... Oh, it's right there. Look at it. We missed it. My fault. Right here. Okay. Not bad. So Valley of Snake. So,
I sense strong
a little comment when you guys get to this point. Okay? Not so much in normal, but in Nightmare in Hell, these Vipers are probably one of the fastest monsters in the game. They charge you and hit you just insanely fast, and these are one of the mobs that that is one of the main reasons why you want to hit your 105 FC faster cast rate on a source. When you're teleporting around in Nightmare and Hell,
I need mana.
it's because of these Vipers. Like when you're in Hell and you come in here,
Not enough mana.
like this place, see how fast that was even here in normal. Those guys are so fast.
I need mana.
If you guys are paying attention, when I know I don't have my Merc with me and I have a bunch of guys in front of me, I'm teleporting. Oh, here's a
I
little,
need mana. I need mana.
just to reset him.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana. I need mana. Who would have thought that such primitive beings could cause so much trouble?
That was easy. So you can literally teleport up there, open the chest from the Claw Viper. The only thing that you got to worry about in the Viper Temple is obviously finding level 2, teleporting through as fast as possible. As soon as you get to level 2, you just teleport up on that podium, open the chest, and take the amulet. So now we have all 3 parts for the Staff of Kings. So we're going to put this in here with this Staff of Kings and the amulet. You cube these together, and it gives you the Herodric Staff. So on this part, you got to go around and talk to people in town. So I always come up here and talk to Drognin. And this next part gives you access to the... So Jaren comes out, tells you something's wrong inside the palace. So now it's the slow descent, like 5 or 6 levels into the palace.
I need mana.
Especially as a source, you can just teleport
Not enough mana.
down. Might be level
I
3.
need mana. I need mana.
Go down to level 3. I actually need to... We'll do this, it's fine. We'll use some of our... Might be... Oh, it's right here.
Not enough mana.
So, playing a source is hacks in here. You literally just teleport to the end. So this is... Going through this game as a source with teleport is just so fast.
This
So
place
now we're in the
actually
Arcane Sanctuary.
distorts
We'll go back to
reality.
Golan. We're gonna go back and grab. Keep forgetting to buy mana potions. Like, this is the life of a source for a while until you can build up your mana pool. So, burn through all this, put this away, put a bunch of these away. Do this. Next step is the Sorcerer. So, Arcane Sanctuary, there's 4 different directions you can go in this room. This is where the concept for getting 4th Wade. So, in the Arcane Sanctuary, like, especially when people are speed running, this Arcane Sanctuary, you can either get really lucky and get it on the first way that you go, or you can get extremely unlucky and get screwed with picking the 4th way. So this is where that concept comes from. if you guys have been watching Llama or anybody else that plays this game professionally. So first way is not it.
Not enough mana.
So I'll try again. So instead of me burning through a bunch of potions to teleport back to the middle, I just like going back to town and trying. So we went this way. It wasn't that way. We're going to reapply our buff, our frozen armor. Try again.
Not enough mana.
Oh. Second way is not the right way, so we're going to go back to town. Stop and grab some potions from our best
There's
friend.
nothing the right potion can't cure.
Let's try it again. Third way. Reapply our buff. And it was the third way. So this is where the summoner is. So killed the summoner in 2 seconds, which is great.
That
We
couldn't
ended
have
up
been
just
worse.
seeing our first
Poor Rich.
greater... Where is it? Oh, in our bar. So greater mana potion, which is amazing. We're going to start seeing better potions for us. So you guys can see here, triangle is missing. Okay. For you new guys, I'm going to get hopefully my merc moves. You guys can see on the floor. You see, these are all the symbols. Moon, double V, star, square, circle, triangle, circle with a moon, and then moon. And you can see up here which one's missing. Triangle is missing. And you can also open up your quest book, and you can see when you're online, your quest book is always just super lagged. But you can see the symbol of the true tomb. It's missing. You got 6 here, and the one on the floor is where your guide for seeing which one. If your quest log isn't working, you can look on the ground and see which one's missing. You can come out here. That's a little cheat sheet for you guys. Grab the waypoint. We've got some potions. So now you just go to the edge and start looking for. We're looking for. Oh, it's right here. Look at it. We picked the first one. You can see there's the triangle right here. So this is the correct tomb.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
A little spicy in there.
I need mana.
Getting to the back line for the unravelers or the summoning guys. Super important. This is kind of how I'm kind of playing this right now. So, as a source, when you can let's pretend this summoner was alive. I could teleport right next to him. That repositions my merc right on top of this guy, and he will instantly start attacking this summoner. So I teleport right next to him. I let the merc attack him, and I back away. And he has aggro. He's focused on the summoner, and then I help finish him off. This is the exact way that you play this all the way up until your level 90s. And that's it, literally, you know, how you play this. Like, from now and the entire time, especially as your Blizzard source, as your Fireball source, all that good stuff. You're repositioning your mark, putting him between yourself and melee packs, or putting him right next to the casters. He's probably gonna die right here. So, getting back into the flow of this, we need to find a better belt. And that's going to allow me to do is keep more obviously more potions on my getting a 16 slot belt. And so when I shift, when you hold down shift and then you use your belt, it gives the potion to your merc. Strength. Charge bolt. So I need to do this. I need to fix this. Go back to our best friend.
Greetings. Greetings.
Do that, teleport right on top of that guy, and just merc instantly starts hitting him.
I need mana. I need mana. Not enough mana.
This is a crystal sword. We're gonna check it out. Ethereal, huh?
Not enough mana.
That's another thing I want to kind of comment on. So you see this crystal sword. This is a terrible example. Items that I use, I don't want ethereal because I'm a source. I get hit. This thing is ethereal. You can't repair it. Okay. But items like, for instance, for the merc's items don't take durability damage. And on top of ethereal items that drop, especially when you're talking about trying to find your socketed items, the best items in the game are ethereal and have your sockets on them. So both of those types of items will drop as gray items, and the best ones for especially like your weapon, or when they drop for weapons, they do more damage, and then they drop for armor, they have more armor on them. So like, let's say this regular quilted armor, when it's a white item, it only has 30 defense. But if it's ethereal, it'll have like 36. It gets like, I don't know what the percentage is, 15% more, 20% more, whatever that value is. It just makes the item so much more efficient on a merc. See, the other problem right now is our merc is literally made of paper. So teleporting in like this into packs of mobs and leaving them to just get 5-shot and die, especially if it has curse or amplify damage, whichever way you want to call it, is extremely bad for the merc itself. We're just going to take our time a little bit still. Extremely spicy room.
Thanks.
That's why we had a monster. An elite monster pack right there. That was making this room a little more spicy than it needed to be. So right now what we're working towards is trying to find
Not enough
the
mana. Not enough mana.
entrance to Duriel's chamber. So we're almost done with Act 2. If I obviously did not make that clear. So the last part of this act is we have our Heraldric staff. We got to go back and grab it. I basically use the Heraldric staff on, there's a little pillar inside this tomb. And that'll give us access to Duriel's chamber and to be able to kill Duriel. We're gonna melee the shit out of this thing. And even on normal, this chamber can be massive. I'm trying to find Duriel's chamber. There's only one level to this area. Area can just be super massive. Trying our best here. And for some of you guys that are newer, doing tomb runs. So this is what tomb runs are. Look how massive this area is. There's definitely people just doing tomb runs for experience. So you can latch on. So here's the chamber like I'm talking about. So we're gonna head back to town, and we're gonna do a couple of things here. So we're ready to go kill Duriel, but what we need to grab is the Heraldric staff. We're gonna just get prepared here. So we're at the end of Act 2. We'll see how it goes. Like Act 1, it was super spicy. But on top of this, we need to do this. So I think we'll just do that for now. We're going to put... So, there's actually some prep that goes into Duriel's chamber. I don't know if this is going to be correct. You guys see a cool, super cool, one of the best cutscenes, like live cutscenes in the game right here. Easily one of the coolest things. All right, so I don't like throwing a town portal down here. It's kind of I don't know. It just means that you feel like you're gonna die in Duriel's chamber. So I don't typically do it, but you guys can if you want to have a safety portal right here. So there's a couple of things we have to prep here. So Duriel is all cold damage, and so it's good. So what thawing potions do, it gives you, like, let's say every thawing potion gives you 30 seconds of cold resistance. We give a bunch of thawing potions to our merc, and then we use a couple ourselves. The only issue with that is it doesn't leave much room in our bags for the potions that we need for the room itself. So what I like to do is I like to go back to town.
Hello.
Go to trade. Actually, let's open up our... Let's go like this. So we're going to do this. So
Thanks.
we're going to give 4
Thanks.
to our merc.
Thanks.
We're going to trade. We're going to go like this. And we're going to run back. So we gave 4 to our merc. So hopefully by the time we get all set up, we should have like a minute and a half of time to...
Not enough mana.
Dude, what was that? Look at this. He's not taking any damage from static.
I need mana.
Okay, this is going to be a reset, I think. He took no damage from my static. Oh, there it goes. So we gotta stay away from him. We could still might be able to do this. Oh, super troll losing our merc like that. So anytime he hits us, he slows us down, and he is faster than us.
I need mana.
And the problem with teleport is it saps a ton of our... Still might got this, actually. Where the heck did he go? That was weird, huh? So he has like an aura. That's what's hitting us. He's not actually physically hitting us, but his aura is slowing us down. Almost out of potions here. This is gonna be close. Real close here. Holy smokes, that was so close. Woo! Man, didn't take any statics. We repositioned, didn't take any statics. We basically just burned him down from full health with our charged bolts. Super, super troll. But we got him. So we're gonna clear out our bags. Bone wand flail. Yes, we don't really... Oh, we can look at that trident, I guess. We'll pick everything up. We stuck with it, but you can see how close we were. We almost completely ran out of potions. But here's the end of Act 2. That was so close. This is what you're going to run into with the amount of bag space, how much, just like Duril's going to two-shot you, even as a source. I mean, you could easily put on more cold resist gear. You could possibly, maybe if you found an item that says can't be frozen, would help you in that fight. Having more mana potentially, having more health potentially. But you can see, teleporting, keeping your distance, teleporting, keeping your distance, being able to find time. I'm at 35 FCR. If I had 45% FCR, that would have helped a ton in that fight, because I'd be teleporting faster, I'd be using my charge bolt faster. But you guys can see, we still did it even at 35 FCR. We can open up the character real quick.
Diablo
We didn't change any of our gear. You can see we're at 35% faster cast rate and 35% faster hit recovery and 45% faster run walk. So that's how we kind of did that. So Duriel's dead. Go talk to the guys. I'm gonna identify this stuff and we can actually look and see what dropped. So garbage. Nothing dropped. Actually, go like this. 1 to poison and bone skills. I mean, that's something for a necro. So nothing really. I'm just gonna go sell stuff. I don't care. Garbage. Hold on to that because it's gonna give us 10,000 gold. So that's the other thing. When you guys are selling items and you find some like decent stuff. So like in Act 2, Act 3, you're gonna start finding breastplates. You're gonna starting to find chainmail. Save that stuff. If you find it in Act 2, save it for Act 4 or Act 5. Later stages or the higher the act in normal. So sell values for Act 1 is 5,000. It caps at 5,000. Sell values for Act 2 is 10,000. Sell values for Act 3, which we're going into, is 15,000. So you guys saw on the screen, I could sell that wand for 10,000.
Good day.
We're gonna see how much that sells for in Act 3, and I'll show you. We're going to Ormus.
Yes.
And we're going to see. So you can see this. This sells for 15,000. So I'm just going to sell it. I know I'm going to be able to prioritize getting some more gold on this guy. But that was Act 3, guys. Didn't really get any drops, unfortunately. One-shot Duriel, even though it was super troll, I should have died. Very, very close fight. Leave me some feedback. Appreciate you guys. This was Act 2 on the normal source. Brand new guy. Let's see. Let's see what my guy is. Level 19. So that's where we're going to leave off with the old... with my character screen up and seeing my stats and the gear. So nothing changed. Until next time, guys, we're going to be keeping the series going. Leave me some feedback. Sub if you enjoyed these. Till next time, guys. Peace out.